praise, Father. Because you waking us up this morning. And giving us the mindset that we want to be here, Father. And we able to give you praise and all the honor and all the glory. And we know, Father, at this part, Father, which is the meat of the service. Let us eat, let us be partakers. Let us be helped right now in my name of Jesus. No matter what comes, no matter what goes, we know, Father, that everything is going down to the word of God. So I ask you, Father, that it cleanses us right now. It gives us hope right now. It feeds us right now. We sit at your table right now in the mighty name of Jesus, willing to eat and partake of what you have for us today, Father. We drive out anything that is not like you, Father. We allow you to move us in the direction that you want to move us in, and the direction that we would like to move in, Father. Because you know it's a way that seems right to a man, but it needs them. But we also understand, Father, that you come to give us life. And we that have life having more abundance. So we ask you right now, Father, for your abundance of life through your word right now. In my name of Jesus, we pray. I ask you, Father, that I decrease as you increase my spirit in me right now. Amen. For 1 Corinthians 9 and 22. 1 Corinthians 9 and 22. I come not to be even though, in this atmosphere I am, the pastor, but I come not today as a pastor. I come not today, in the reverence of maybe what you see me as, but I come as somebody witnessing today. I come as a witness because no matter what you are in the body of Christ, as far as who you call yourself, you are first a witnesser. That's what people don't understand about life. You are a witnesser above all things. You often always want to be what we are in the church as far as what we are called, a pastor, a teacher, whatever your job is in the church. We kind of take that, and it is a job that God has given us, but we take that and we go sometimes overboard and we don't realize who we really are. We are just witnesses that's just supposed to witness to his people. Because understand that you must witness on your job. You must witness in the store. You must witness wherever you are. And sometimes it's just you being who you are that causes you to be a witness. It's not always in what you say, and not always in what you do. But it's just you just being you sometimes. Because a lot of times saying doesn't mean anything to anybody if you don't live the life. It's time for us to live the life today. In 1 Corinthians, Paul says, 1 Corinthians 9 and 22, Paul says, to the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. So, I'm just going to do an introduction today. I'm just going to do an introduction because I've been a lot of things that I'm no longer. A lot of us looks at the finishing product of a thing. We look at the finishing product of a car and we say, that's a well-made car. But we never look at the mechanic that fixed the car. I'm here to introduce you to the mechanic today. I'm here to introduce you to the person that I may look like a well-oiled machine right now, but it was a time where my timing belt was out of whack. It was some time that my tires may have been flat. It made some time where I had old oil leak out of myself. But I'm here to show you, I'm here to get you in touch with the mechanic today that fixed me. And he's no respecter of person. If he fixed me, I'm here to tell you that he'll fix you. sometimes we get to the point in life that we don't look like we can be fixed, but we ought to be able to look at other folk and say, if he can fix them. And sometimes you ought to be well enough to understand that I can tell some folk my story and let them know that if he can fix me, he can fix you. But so many times we so scared of the mechanic and telling folk what needs to be fixed on us. Nothing worked on you when you were bought with a price. You know how we buy junk cars and fix them up. God bought us. And he saw the vision when nobody else seen the vision. I've seen folks look at something and say, I cannot do nothing with that. There's some folks that looked at me and said, I wasn't able to do nothing with that. But the same person that you wasn't able to do nothing with, God said, I see past what you see. Yes. So I'm able to fix some stuff. I'm able to make some stuff. I'm able to mold some stuff just so I can use that person the way it needs to be used. Some of us may seem as we don't know, and we don't know what we supposed to, our value in life. I'm not here to give you what your value is, because sometimes I may not even value you the way God values you, because sometimes you got to understand that folks get in their flesh. People don't like to talk about flesh, but we always sometimes talk about past stuff. We always seem to reminisce on past things. But I'm here to tell you that once God fixes you, you're fixed, and he don't even worry about how you started. He don't worry about how you wasn't running, because you're running so good now that it don't even matter how you didn't run. You're so good at what you do now, it doesn't matter that you wasn't good at it. It just took some time. God said, people don't fix, in the natural, people don't fix the cars overnight. It takes longer than others to fix certain stuff. I told y'all that last week, because a lot of us think that certain stuff can be fixed in a day. We have to let God do the work that he wants to do. Sometimes it just takes us staying in the garage for a little while. See, everybody don't bring their car out until it's all the way finished. But when they bring it out, you never knew how bad it looked in that garage. But then when you bring it out, somebody have to show you pictures of what it looks to look like. So sometimes I just have to show you pictures. I just got to tell you stories, because I'm first a witness of it. Yes. It's fine. Nobody want to listen, but it's fine. Because somebody need to understand that. Stop looking at the finishing products acting like you ain't took pictures of what you used to look like. Come on. Oh, you don't want to talk about it. I'm ready to show. See, me personally, I want to show some folks some pictures of what I used to do. Because there's always a story to tell. I don't have no paper. I've seen where they do the 10-year thing. I see what they do the 10-year thing. What you were doing 10 years ago. Some of us are doing the same thing we were doing 10 years ago that you're doing now, talking about you developed. Where? See, spiritually, you shouldn't look the same way you looked 10 years ago. Yeah. I know naturally we want to look the way we want to just keep gaining. But spiritual weight. The spirituality should grow. Certain stuff that made you mad shouldn't have made you mad from 10 years ago. Yes. The way you feel about some things, you shouldn't feel about that 10 years later. But somebody need to go in the garage for a while. Let them do some maintenance on your life. Let them change some stuff about your life. Because you sitting there still looking and broke down like you was 10 years ago. Why are we still broken by things that happened 10 years ago? When you have a mechanic, I'm here now to say, John told us better than anybody could have told us from the beginning. Go to John. She want to show you who my spiritual mechanic is. Go to Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 27. Y'all let me know when you get there. See, John was baptized and he was speaking up on the man. So I can relate. I can relate to being that person that I talk about Jesus. I show you who Jesus is through my walk. But I'm just willing to share him. See, folks get folk in their life and they ain't willing to share him. See, folks like to hold on, and they like to. I'm the only one that I feel like need to be blessed right now. Or I'm the only one right now that feel like I need to be healed right now. You got to stop being so selfish if you want to be a witness. Verse 27 say, "He it is who coming after me is preferred before me, whose shoes latchet I am not worthy to unloose." He's setting up, what he doing? He's setting up to show how many people when y'all introduce folks, y'all don't introduce them right. Oh, I say you sitting here supposed to be the introducer, but when you introduce me, you're not introducing me right. Watch Philippians 2 and 14 through 16. He say, "Do all things without murmuring and disputing, that ye may be blameless, harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation." Sometimes it takes you just being you to witness. How do you introduce folks to Christ? You always looking like you mad, but you introduce folks. You say you got Christ living inside of you. That's wells of living water, but you never move. He show you how to pray, but you never pray. He show you how to raise your hand because he like fire set up in your bones, but you never move. But you want to tell me that you a witness, or you want to tell me that you like to introduce people to Christ. He's inside of you, and you never introduce nobody to him because of you're always complaining. Why would somebody want to serve God if you say you got him inside of you and you always complain? That ye may be blameless, harmless. How many of y'all have been blameless? Or it's always somebody that can blame something on you because you're always in. May be blameless, harmless. How many of you are harmless? Or some of that old stuff because you ain't been in the garage lately. Your spiritual prayer room lately. In your scriptures lately. He haven't had time to do maintenance on you, so you still the same you used to be 10 years ago. In the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. So you're able to show folk that because of the person that you're trying to show them that they need to be encountered with, this is because I can become good in a crooked and perverse generation. I can live for God in a crooked and perverse generation. I don't have to cuss you out, even though this crooked and perverse generation loves to cuss you out. Whatever they are doing, I'm in the world, but not of the world. Yes. Only because I have met somebody that they showed me the way and then showed me, not don't just watch me, yes. Go watch Christ. Yes. The Bible says, that John said, no, that Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. Yes. Oh, Paul told him, don't follow me just to be following me. A lot of folk They look at the pastor, or they look at the lady that been in church 30 years, and they try to look at their life and say, I guess to be saved, I gotta look just like them. You 25 and dressing like you 65. Saying, I must look like that because to be saved, and God saying, you can look like that all day, but if your heart ain't right, you might as well go put on that mini skirt that you like. You might as well go put on them Daisy Dukes that you like. Because until you get me inside of you and that witness show you that it's an introductory that happen. Introduction that got to happen up in here.
Come on.
See, I'm just here. After the day, all I want you to do is understand that it's an introductory. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce you to him, and you do with him what you want to do. Let him fix whatever. See, I can give you my natural mechanic, but when he start giving you the prices, y'all don't want, when he start giving you, when he start telling you, you can't do that. You can't say that. You might not want to use the mechanic that I use spiritually. But if you're willing to hear what he's saying to the church, which is here, you can be somebody. You can be somebody. You say, verse 16 of Philippians say, holding forth the word of life. See, that's what you're supposed to be doing. See, you're supposed to be introducing somebody to this. Holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Christ. So you're looking for people to rejoice. They don't see you rejoicing. You're looking for people to have peace. You don't have no peace. You're looking for folks to understand you. You don't understand them. How can you reach somebody without looking at them, pointing in their life and see what they mean? You say you got Jesus in you. Jesus knows how to look at people. He knows how to reach people. He knows how to talk to people in their language enough that I can bring you from whatever pit you're in, bring you out of the pit, right into the palace.
Yes.
That I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain. Don't talk to the witnesses. Neither labored in vain. I just don't want all this stuff you're doing to be exercise. Let's go back to John. You say, these things, verse 28, were done in Bethabara beyond Jordan, where John was baptized. The next day, John seeth Jesus coming unto him, and said, behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world. Wait, let me tell y'all something. When Jesus spiritually comes in this room, and I tell y'all, see, I want a church where I can be, even when the Spirit is moving, I'm able to get my people to identify that the wave has changed. And if your mindset was on something else, you need to all of a sudden start calling Jesus. See, this is why they made you call Jesus. I keep telling y'all, we just know they said, say Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. The atmosphere changed. So they were trying to get you to be on one accord with them so you can feel the way they feel. Now the mechanic just came in the room, and if I tell you to do something, you might want to do it because I know everybody looking for something.
Yes.
I know somebody needs healing. I know somebody needs to be set free. I know somebody needs something. We all need something. So when the atmosphere changes, I'm here to tell you he's in the room. Yeah. So you might want to, when blind Bartimaeus wanted him to come, then he said, I got to get in the place.
Yes.
He said, hey, I heard about who you are.
Yes, Lord.
I'm not. How many of y'all tell Jesus what you are? The discrepancies that you have. Do you act like you don't see him? Or do you be willing and obedient enough to say, I am a wretch undone.
Yes.
I need help in a situation. I just don't do this correctly. I just can't handle this situation. I just can't handle this circumstance. I try to do it myself, but I got to become weak so he can be made strong. Yeah. So I'm going to be weak enough to say, Jesus, come in, so that tomorrow when I come in the next time, I'm stronger about this situation than I was this time. I feel better about a situation that I did last time. Because I'm no longer being who I was yesterday or 3 years ago or 10 years ago. I'm finally letting him make me a well-oiled machine. God said, I want to take you some places, but you ain't built for it yet. See, if you want to take the car on the road, take it out of town, the car got to be built for you to make it there. Some of us have started running hot and need more living water because we haven't let him all the way fill us up yet. We haven't been checking ourselves enough. So now we're wondering why the car won't go where we needed to go. You want to know why your spirit won't take you where you need to go. You wonder why you can't pray like you used to pray. It's all because you haven't checked the maintenance on yourself in a minute.
Yes, Lord.
Anybody getting something?
Jesus. Yes, yes.
How many of y'all just let the lights come on and tell you what you need next and just Jesus be telling you. Jesus will tell you spiritually.
Yes.
This is needed. And you just keep rolling.
Jesus. Come on.
See, understand that your natural life should reflect your spiritual life. So you're able to look at that dashboard naturally and say, that's needed. You might be doing that too, spirit. You might be doing it spiritually too. Because if your natural man lining up with your spiritual man, then anytime something needs to be done, you get it done because spiritually, anytime something needs to be done, hey, you get it done. You're so quick to get on your knees. You'll be so quick to go get your oil change.
Yes.
You'll be so quick to check the head gaskets on your car. Because a lot of times, we just keep rolling. And spiritually, what we do? Keep rolling. A lot of folks like to call the mechanic after they done broke down.
Come on, come on.
And then now you want to call the mechanic.
Come on.
After he been told you, hey, you needed that change.
All
You needed
right.
this change.
Come on.
They check all this stuff when you take it in for the routine.
Yes.
Church is the come on, don't y'all love saying church. See, for church is the routine.
Yes.
But instead of it just being a routine checkup for somebody ought to let it be checked out.
All right.
That's our problem. So this is what he said. The next day, verse 29. John seeing Jesus coming. I saw Jesus. Because a lot of times I see, okay, I'm start having to give y'all niggas because a lot of times I'm just gonna start giving y'all. When I begin to smile at certain points in the church, I see Jesus. So next time, see, when I see him, I smile. Like, I don't know about nobody else. Like, yeah, I have a weeping spirit that I weep. But sometimes when I see the atmosphere changing, I just smile a little bit. So maybe I need to tell y'all, when I start smiling for no reason, Jesus in here. So if I'm having the worst customer ever, and I begin to smile a little bit, now the customer trying to figure out why I'm cussing him out, and he's smiling, it's because Jesus just came in and stopped me from jumping over the table at you. Because I don't even take folks talking to me crazy. But all of a sudden, I can take folks talking to me crazy now. It gotta be.
Yes.
Oh, y'all been saying all y'all like, don't worry about it. Y'all been saying all y'all like, y'all ain't never fought nobody this long. Y'all ain't never wanted to whoop nobody before. Or y'all just been sick. Maybe I ain't talking to y'all. It's a dick. The next day, John seen Jesus coming unto him. Hold on. Something just hit me. Jesus was coming to him. Watch what happened. Jesus can be coming to you, but you're not selfish enough to just let him come to you. You introduce him. See, Jesus might have came in the door for me, but now I gave y'all a little nugget. When I smile, he can be coming here for you.
All right.
Let's see next Sunday. When I smile, what happened? Trying to get y'all nugget because I want y'all to feel the way I feel. I want y'all to react to stuff the way I react to stuff. I want the greater that is in me to be in you than it is in the world. So it don't matter what the world got going on. I got Jesus, so I can still happy. This is he whom I said after me. He go to introduction. Y'all see that? This is he of whom I said. I've been telling you about this mechanic for a minute now. I've been telling you about this Jesus that worked on me. So now the atmosphere has came where he now is here, and I want to show you what he can do for you. I ain't selfish enough to keep him for myself. Because he wished that no man perish. This is he whom I said, after me cometh a man which is preferred before me. For he was before me, and I knew him not. But he that he should be made manifest to Israel. Therefore am I come baptizing with water. I come baptizing in water to show you that, see, God like to show people examples. See, you sitting there being an example. What kind of example are you being? Now the next question. Because God is using you to be an example to somebody else. That's part of witnessing. What you doing, what you want to do, then saying you saved, then folks looking at you saying, you said you saved. But then you get mad at folks when they say, I thought you were saved. Because you falling for anything because you ain't standing for God. Then when folks say, I thought you were saved. So people test you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God allows some things to happen to you to see where you are for real. Because you do a lot of lip talk. I'm blessed and highly favored. That's your favorite words. But when somebody say something wrong and do they neck like this at you, whether blessed and highly favored went. Because the old you just came out. But then you got folks that saying, look, I ain't there yet. And they say that and understand that it's not that I don't want to get there, but I'm not there. And then we look at them like, you should get there. You too. Because a witnesser would have said, how can I help? See, witnessing is like customer service. How may I help you? How can I be some assistance? But some of y'all customer service bad, so y'all hanging up on folks when they call, when you feel like you can't do what they're asking. You ever call some place trying to get some service, and you smarter than what they thought you were, and then all of a sudden, hold on for a second, and nobody comes back? That's what you do when somebody asks you a question, my God, and you don't never come back. You should know that by now. You do. And John bare record saying, I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove on. Remember I just told y'all when I begin to smile, because ascending means going up. Sometimes, a lot of times God be descending. I sent the Holy Ghost as the comforter. Yes. So when my atmosphere changes, it ain't for it to change for me. So it ain't for him to just be up here and that's it. Yes. Because we all are the. See, this is why he made it. This is why he said, work out your own soul salvation with fear and trembling. Because just because he working for me, if y'all miss the wave, at least I get what I get. All I'm saying is, now I done told y'all the signs. I done told y'all what happens. I done gave y'all some nuggets. But if y'all don't want to get what he got for y'all, I'm going to get me regardless. So we can sit there like we too cool. We can sit here like we ain't got, when is this going to be over? We can sit here because it can be real over as soon as you walk out that door. I'm talking about devil. John Bell record saying, I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove, and it abode upon him. And I knew him not, but he that sent me to baptize with water, the same said unto me, upon whom thou shalt see the Spirit descending, the Spirit descending, and remaining on him. Now, some of y'all, now the Spirit is descended on y'all, but it's not remaining. Some kind of way, your glow is not glowing the way it used to. Your walk is not straight no more. It's a little crooked. It used to be narrow, but all of a sudden the road got a little wider than it used to. Some of us making paths that we shouldn't have made. Some of us making decisions that we shouldn't have made. God said, it should have remained, but you got to do the maintenance to make it remain. He already bought me. He ain't got to rebuy me again. See, naturally, as soon as the car get a little bad, we want to trade it in. All you got to do is do a little maintenance. I ain't got time for that. You can't keep on making new bodies. You can't. This body ain't working right, so let me trade it in. My knee keep hurting. Let me take this leg on off and get him. Let me give you one eye. All right, now you want to have a permanent limp. Just let them go and tell you no. Or you can actually let the maintenance person fix it. We're too busy. We're too busy wanting other folks to come in and fix it when God said, I am the personal healer of your body myself. Yes. I made your body. Yes. Now when come time, this is what we got to tell God, be in the room with them as they operate. But I want to get to a point that we don't even have to get to that point of operating. Because I'll spiritually let God operate on me. And John Bell record saying, I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove, and it abode upon him. And I knew him not. But he that sent me to baptize with water, the same said unto me, upon whom thou shalt see the Spirit descending and remaining on him. The same is he which baptizes in the Holy Ghost. Let me understand it. He said, at a point of time, I didn't even know who Jesus was. But I took time to learn him. Some of us that know we had to take time to learn him, you ain't get saved overnight. You ain't start doing exactly what God called you to do overnight. Look at other folk and say, what's taking you so long? Then God said in history, my grace is sufficient. So, if you're serving the same God, and you understand that he inside of you, why your grace is not sufficient for folk. Why it seems as though you don't have no patience, you don't have no long suffering. The fruits of the Spirit are not with you. But you say, though. We got to take just as much time with other folk that God took with you. We ain't got that much time. He had that much time for you. You knew how long it took you. Some of us, I'm speaking to myself, some of us was in the fold and we said, oh, the fire too hot. I still want to do some worldly stuff. And you jump back. And his grace still was sufficient for you. So when you see somebody that they come to church regularly and they fall, instead of you calling them and say, how can I be assistant like a great customer service agent? You call like a collector. You call it like a collector. You're in the financial department. All you want to know is, Can I make a payment arrangement? You don't want to know what's really going on in the spirit of what's going on with them. You just want to make sure the ties look right. I don't care how you call. As long as you put something in the bucket. So you just let anybody put something in the bucket. Oh, you got so many folks only want the financial side of stuff. I'm here for your soul. I'm here to introduce you to the mechanic that fixed me. Can you be fixed today? See, some folks you go to, let me tell you something. Naturally, some folks you go to, you be like, hey, I heard you're a mechanic. You think you can fix it? Oh no, what kind of car you got? Oh no, boy, you gotta go to somebody else. What you say you're not? Oh no, you're not, man, I can. But I know a mechanic spiritually.
All right.
That whatever problem that you have, whatever you're suffering from, now that means you may be in the garage for a little while longer. You may not be able to drive yourself for a little while. You may not be able to do what you want to do for a little while. Because some of us need to go back into the garage and let the mechanic fix you a little bit more. You ever thought your car been fixed? And then when you drive it again, it's still doing the same thing? Some of y'all spiritually then went into the garage for a little while. You just had to get it back. You just had to get back on the scene. You just had to get back to what you were doing. And you still started doing the same stuff that you used to do because you didn't let God fix you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just want folks to get fixed. I just want to show you my mechanic. Because the first time I came back on the scene, I thought I was all right, but stuff happened. Because the devil knows just how you work. So what he do, he bring just the stuff, the stuff that don't matter to you overcome that quick. But it's just certain stuff that, oh shoot, I can stop drinking, I can stop. But the first time, I told you, I'm fixed now, so I can actually show you what I used to look like.
All right.
Some of y'all don't like, cause see, some of y'all still go back to when they was fanning. That's how some of y'all sins that went back so far that it was the Polaroid. You take the picture of, you had to fan your suit. So you don't want to pull them out. But I'm able to say that some of us wouldn't be able to come here if I was still dealing with the same sins I used to deal with. No, I ain't had to drink, I ain't had to smoke no more. But there's just certain parts of me I wouldn't be able to be right here if I wouldn't have got all the way delivered. So it took me to be in the garage for a little while longer for that issue. But now that I'm fixed,
Yeah.
I'm able to be dripped. I'm able to go here. I'm able to go there. But don't fool yourself. If you see a pothole there, go around.
Come on.
I got great tires on my car, so I'm just gonna hit the pothole.
No.
Well, not me. Why not me? I still have been given spiritual eyes to see that certain stuff I need to go around it and stop trying to go through it just because
Yes, yes, yes.
I think I'm strong enough. Verse 34. John chapter 1, verse 34. He said, and I saw and bear record that this is the Son of God. So Jesus was standing right here. This is the part where I'm introducing Jesus to y'all right now. As I begin to tell my story, Jesus is in the room like that. He can be just in the room with me, or he can be in the room for everybody. Whatever you want him to do, because he's a spirit, he said you must serve him in spirit and in truth. So right now, it's changing into me telling y'all that I'm telling you my story I'm giving you my mechanic, but it's time for you to go in the garage and say, I need to be fixed. So this is when prayer time comes. This starts here. Now sometimes you pull the car here. Why what I'm finna say now? They pull the car to a spot. Then they take it somewhere else. So I can pull you right here. But it's up to you to let God take you something.
Yes. Come on.
God good. Hey, I'm telling you, God real good because
Yes.
I can't make this up. I'm not this elaborate in my natural mind to do this. My mind don't even go this far. Listen, I even give God the glory while I'm preaching. Because I can't even make it. All right. I can't make that up. He said, and I saw and bear record that this is the Son of God. Again, the next day, after John stood and 2 of his disciples. So I got some folks with me. Y'all, wait a minute, y'all with me. If y'all ain't with me, just let me know. Because me and Jesus can go we can go other places if you would like us to. But I'm going to go wherever he take me. Y'all know what that means? Okay. Example. A prophet or a prophetess, they preaching and teaching, and you don't want them to say nothing to you. So you do whatever you try to look at them wrong, or you try to, I know y'all, look, I did it before, let me tell you. They tell you to raise up your hand, this how you raise up yours. Everybody else that finna really get something. They looking for something. They looking for the mechanic.
All right.
This is actually giving their whole body to Christ. This you. Close your eyes. You scared that if you sit there for a minute and God begins to talk to you and they touch you, you too cool to shout. You too cool to be on the ground. So you. This is what we do. Because you don't want to feel it. Because some of y'all know how real he is, but you're not ready for the realness.
Yes.
But you swear you're real. I'm real. Get something real. See what happens. Get something real. He said, and the next day after John stood and 2 of his disciples, this is what happened. And looking upon Jesus as he walked, Jesus began to spiritually walk through this place. He can start walking through this place. Anybody's heart that's right. Anybody that, and I'm going to tell you something, you got to be, because some of y'all folks, y'all be playing church, so y'all know how to. You just know how to make it look like, so you won't, because you feel like they might not bother me if I act like I'm in the service. And looking upon Jesus as he walked, he's spiritually walking into this place. He said, behold the Lamb of God. So I started telling folks, when I start smiling when ain't nothing to smile about, when he in here. When I all of a sudden start walking, now y'all see me standing here the whole time, barely moving, and then all of a sudden, you see me have to pace.
Yes.
I'm like, oh man, I'm starting. Because I can be trying to be cool too.
Yeah.
I'm not exempt of the coolness now. So I can be here trying to be cool too. Because I don't even know I'm trying to cry today. Look, I got a lot of stuff I need to get out, so I don't need to cry today. Y'all see, y'all don't know how to show the Polaroid. See, I'm showing the Polaroid.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to cry. I'm trying to hold it in because I'm really trying to make sure that I get all of this out because to me, this is a great message. So I want to make sure I get it out. So I'm being cool right now because, Jesus, you know how I get. I start crying during the sermon and everything. I'm going to try to play it cool. Then all of a sudden, I get to pacing back and forth. Y'all still be missing, you know? Y'all have seen the atmosphere change from me standing there, not doing nothing, to all of all of a sudden I'm pacing
Yes.
because it's just like,
Yes.
so now I gotta do this because it's getting a little real for me.
Yes, Lord.
And then all of a sudden, then she had the audacity to play one of my favorite songs. And knowing I don't know, I'm just trying to be. And then all of a sudden I'm doing this. I don't know why, but I just know I just gotta move now. I was cool 5 minutes ago, but now all of a sudden I can't stop moving because it's just like fire.
Yes.
So whenever you see the atmosphere changing for me, he said he no respect. Oh,
Yes,
man.
Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
He said I no respect the person. If he making me move, if you get into
Yes.
just get in the vicinity,
Come on.
then you'll start moving.
Come on.
So some of us are activators, and some of us are spectators, and some of us are participators. It's always 3 different folks. I seen the 2, but I begin to say some people bring him in with.
All right. Come on. Come on.
Some people know how to activate it themselves.
Yes.
Because sometimes you gotta know that you may not be in the atmosphere of the church, but you know how to start a fire yourself. You know how to start a fire yourself. So see, a lot of times you don't know how to start a fire yourself.
Yes.
So you sit there waiting on somebody else so
Yes.
you can get some heat.
Yes.
So as soon as you see somebody else fire, then you come down. What if that person ain't come to church
Come
today?
on. Jesus. Come on.
What if that person couldn't make it to church today? So you gotta be the one say, I start the fire today.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Because there's gonna always be somebody who always just want to sit there and look for a minute.
Yes,
But
yes.
one day,
Yes.
one day,
Yes, Lord.
all you gotta do is keep praying for them. All you gotta do is keep standing in the gap for them. All you gotta do is keep living your life.
Yes, Lord.
All of a sudden, you'll see tails roll.
Yes. All right. Jesus.
I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Because it just happened today. Like, every Sunday I have some kind of exhibit or some kind of example. The example came today, I don't know if somebody missed it, but I started off right here. Make sure I speak to everybody. Want to make sure I usher people in. How you doing? Gave up all power and everything. Trying to be cool. Because I'm trying to be able to control myself. I went over here and told them. Then all of a sudden, the pacing happened.
Yes.
All of a sudden, I just,
Come on. Come on.
I know that damn I do not even I can't speak. I can't really do it right now, deal, but y'all know what I'm talking about right now. But this is what I want to get to. Verse 37 is what I'm really trying to get everybody to do. They seen the life of Job. They saw what he did. They saw how he lived his life. They saw how he made every day his best day. This is what he did. John 1:37 say, and the 2 disciples heard him speak. How many of y'all be hearing God speak, but then y'all be, geez, I gotta do that. Gee, you really? Dang, geez. You better get behind me, Satan. When Satan told you to do it. And the 2 disciples heard him speak. And when you hear that voice, this is what I want you to understand, because somebody, God will give somebody another opportunity. It may not be today, but he'll there. He give you grace and mercy.
Yes.
May not, but just what? It can. He said today is the day. He said today is the day now.
Yes, Lord.
But understand, because altar call coming. It's up to you. If you want to take the time to actually hear him, you gotta do this next part. Watch how this verse goes. And the 2 disciples heard him speak. He didn't have to do nothing for. Hold on. So he didn't have to heal them. He didn't have to tell. All he had to do is speak to them. All he had to do is say, I'm here. Guess what they did? Scripture don't lie. and they follow Jesus. Ain't nothing else happened. See, a lot of us, let me tell you, a lot of us believe for these scriptures that say all these different words. They say Jesus spoke and they followed. How many times have Jesus spoke to you and you sat there? Horn was right behind him, speaking. He tried to move you out of harm's way. That's what I'm trying to tell somebody. He tried to move you out of harm's way. All you had to do was follow him. You sat there, and something came upon you. Something that you were not looking for to happen, happened. Because when he spoke to you, you didn't follow. When he told you to come with me, you didn't come. When he told you you need to be saved, you didn't get saved. When he told you to raise your hand, you did it half-heartedly. And you wonder why something happened to you. That's why. That's why. When Jesus speaks to you, you must follow. See, I'm just because at this point in life, I can tell you all day he good. I can tell you about my Savior all day. But once I do the introduction, it's up to you.
All right.
See, folks been introducing you to Christ. And you've been talking about some, when he gonna come see me? When he gonna come see him? I've been gave you the number. I've been gave you the scriptures. I've been gave you how to get in touch with him. See, the problem is we're always waiting for somebody to contact us. Why you won't contact him? They say he on the main line, tell him what you want. Everybody know that. Everybody know that little song. Call him up and tell him what you want. Nobody do. Last verse, Isaiah 43:10. Now, God said, I've been sitting here looking at it and pointing and looking in y'all lives saying, okay, I want to help you. I want to help you. He said, I was in no man perish. So he ain't here saying he want to help everybody. So he has already chosen you. Oh my God. So don't be waiting till myself. I'm just waiting for him to choose me. You already told me. Spiritually, the man has already chosen you. I know, you tell folks that the man find a wife, find you. Look, God has already found you. You must now say, I do. Oh, y'all quiet. He has already said, hey, I want you. Y'all always talking about they choose. He choose. Like what I'm going to say, oh, he choose. Oh, they choose. Oh, y'all, they don't say that no more. Y'all don't be saying it. Y'all don't say it no more. Oh, they choose. Why? Y'all have seen Jesus look at y'all a couple times spiritually. He didn't even tap y'all a couple times spiritually. You felt them goosebumps before. Now you gotta play hard to get what you need. Y'all just want him to continue to chase you. You better say I do while you can.
Right.
He said, ye are my witnesses, Isaiah 43:10 now. He said, ye are my witnesses, said the Lord. My servant whom I have chosen, he already chosen. That ye may know and believe. Hold on. Key word is may. Because I can choose you all day. A man can ask you, will you marry me? But you have to say yes or no. God said today, I've already asked you to marry me. Will you say yes or no today? Choose you this day. You gonna serve. ye may know me and believe me, and understand that I am he. Hold on, he saying only, this is what he's saying. Man, he always take me back to this stuff. I ain't telling you to marry me overnight. Hold on. He said, I ain't telling you when I ask for you for us to go tomorrow. He's saying, learn me, understand me. If we sit there and we don't learn and understand. He said, you may know me, believe me. Can you trust him? Can you trust him? Can you trust him today? A lot of us put our trust in other folk or in our own abilities. Can you trust him though? And understand that he say, I want to marry you, but I want you to understand that I am the one you need.
Yes.
That sounds like what I said. It's a familiar, man. Hey, I know I'm the one. God saying, I know I am the one. Sound good to me? Before me there was no God formed. Neither shall there be after me. So it was none like me before me. And there's going to be none like me after me. Oh, it's again, I should have told her that. I should have told her, hey, none like me. That's what God's saying to you right now. Hey, you looking everywhere.
Yeah.
You doing everything. You looking for a feeling from somebody else. He said, I'm right here. That boys you got, you've been going all these different places. I'm right here. This is what I got going on. I've shown you from the beginning. Me. I got scriptures proving me. I've healed folks before I healed folks in your family.
Yes.
I've saved folks in your family.
Yes.
I done got you out of situation that you didn't see a way out. I'm right here. And you still come all over the place. He said, him that ever is, said him. Let him heal. God has spoke what he wants. It's up to you. I have introduced you to him. From this time forward, all I can do is keep preaching this and tell you more about him. Hopefully, as I tell you more about him, you'll finally call him for yourself. Now I seen what you did for Pastor. Can you do it for me? I seen how you gave him a transformation. I need one too. I seen how you gave him a tune-up. I need one too. My transmission ain't working right. It's stuck. It don't shift correctly. I always want to go in the right direction, but for some reason, when I put it in drive, it don't go. I need you to fix me. I have a drive. I'll say, the spirit is willing. Listen to me. But your flesh, every time you put your car in drive, spiritually, your flesh saying, It always said, you're not ready for that. Your flesh must die daily. This is the time. Again, choose you this day. Who you gonna serve? Anybody need prayer?